Devils Wednesday. This is the Woo Report, episode 96, titled Phil Kessel, ? Maybe Zdeno Chara, perhaps? ? I'm your host, Sam Woo, streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Betty gives me a big woo in the Facebook Live. Nice to see everybody. Omar Ba, you get a lot of credit for this episode because you, my friend from Montreal that's a Devils fan, put it out there about, how about Phil Kessel in the Let's Go Devils Facebook group? He did. And it got me thinking, with a little bit of cap space, let's just play armchair GM. Let's put ourselves and have a little fun here as we're in the dog days of summer. We're in the middle of August where there's really no news. But hey, let's think outside the box here. Let's think what the Devils or Tom Fitzgerald could do to kind of spice up the team a little bit more excitement. These one-year deals, right? One-year deals. Omar Ba says Phil Kessel's bonus has already been paid. Gives the Coyotes a little leverage. Reading some rumors out there that Kessel wants out. I don't know if New Jersey would be a destination for Phil Kessel, but then I thought, what about Chara? Hey, you know Fitzy, he loves big defensemen. How old is he now? 43 years old, Chara? At this point in his career, I would assume that the Devils would be one of those teams that have a little cap space to afford a one-year deal. Plus, the Devils geographically is located on the East Coast where he can travel across the Atlantic Ocean back to his hometown in Europe. What do you think about that? Again, there's no rumors out there, just speculation of just a little armchair talk, as in a GM. If you were the GM of the New Jersey Devils, would you do it? Tremendous amount of 2-year deals. You got the 2-year deal left. When they traded for Ryan Graves, he has 2 years left in his contract. Tomas Tatar, did they really overpay? 2 years, but less risky. What about that? How about the restricted free agents that re-signed? 2-year deals. Sharon Govich, Kuokkanen, right? But what about Phil Kessel? What would you have to give up to get him on the New Jersey Devils? Do I think it's a good idea? From a financial standpoint, what do you have to lose? Only 1 year. What about Chara? I'll tell you what. I wouldn't mind to trade for Phil Kessel. This is my opinion, of course. I wouldn't want that. It'd be nice, maybe as a trade deadline deal, to get a little extra veteran presence, scoring presence on the wings. Betty says I would take Phil over Chara. But you know what? Chara, you don't have to give up anybody. You don't have to give up anybody. And it would be a 1-year deal. And come trade deadline, if the Devils are sellers, Hopefully not, but if they're sellers, you can get quite a bit for Chara for a team aiming to go far in the Stanley Cup playoffs. You might be able to rip them off a little bit. And I don't think it's a bad idea to take a look at Chara. Now, there's only 6 positions, 6 spots on defense. But I tell you what, he definitely gives you that veteran presence and that depth, leadership. Let's talk about leadership. Yes, this is Dougie Hamilton's team, the blue line. It's Nico Hischier's team. Omar Ball says, with Kessel and Chara, it's guaranteed we will have a deep run to the playoffs. Well, the only thing guaranteed is what's on paper. I kind of feel you there, Omar, but I don't know. Phil Kessel, would the Coyotes be asking a lot? I would not even give more than a 4th rounder for Phil Kessel. The Tarasenko rumors, they have died down quite a bit. Is there posturing going on? Waiting for one side to flinch? I don't know. How would I know? I'm just a hockey fan. Just a Devils fan that has been practicing his voice to be the next Devils PA announcer. Danny says, let's be frank here. We shouldn't have a captain like Nico Hischier just yet. He was too early to name as captain. I kind of, you know what, Danny? I kind of agree with you, but I kind of don't. Sometimes you just got to get your feet wet. I think the time was right. I think the team has financially committed to Nico Hischier. Let it be known that Nico Hischier, again, had a terrible stroke of luck last season. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. Hopefully all of the bad luck that's happened to Nico Hischier is out. Denny says take Chara. Only a 3rd round pick, says Omar, of what Coyotes would be asking for, according to the stuff that Omar is reading on the internet. Too much pressure for the kid, says Danny. Well, I would agree. I think somebody like Chara, he doesn't need to wear the C right now. He has nothing. I mean, everybody knows he's a future Hall of Famer, Stanley Cup champion. The guy stands at 6'9". Could you imagine the Ball Chara pairing? Can you imagine that? You throw that at a team trying to score on Mac Black, Mackenzie Blackwood. Then once their shift ends, you roll out Dougie Hamilton and Ryan Graves. Again, size, speed, skill. And then you roll out Severson, Ty Smith, or PK Subban, Ty Smith. It will give you depth. Stephen Murdoch on the YouTube Live says, 1 year for Chara without losing a player. Yes, please. Oh, yeah. This has to be a 1-year deal. 2-year deals, not so much. A 1-year deal. The Devils, Newark Airport for Chara, I believe they have, do they have flights back to where he lives? I don't know. But staying, that's important to Chara, hence why he signed with the Boston Bruins for so many years. Those things are a factor. Could he re-sign and go back to Boston, where he had a tremendous career time in Boston, winning cups. Let me know what you think. I'm leaning towards. Look, I'm a little biased here. Little kind of. I'm a defense type guy. I love defense. At times, I really don't care about the offense. That's just me. I'm just a weird hockey fan like that. I love defense. I love great goaltending. I love the psychology of your team may lead the league in scoring, but our team can shut you down anytime we want defensively. You just better hope your defense can hold up when you turn over the puck because of our great defense and the transition on an odd man rush coming the other way, scoring that timely goal to put you away. Because at the end of the day, and I hate to dumb it down and simplify it, you just have to score one more goal than the other team to win a hockey game. I hate to dumb it down that way, but your chances of winning a hockey game goes exponentially when you can shut them down and the other team, the opponent, cannot put any points on the board or any goals on the board. Same goes with the shootout. Defense wins games, says Danny. Absolutely. Chara will bring a wealth of experience, size, some offensive ability. Yes, he's past his prime, but he's still an effective player. He did pretty well with the Washington Capitals last season. 1-year deals never hurt anybody. Never hurt anybody. And he got a little cap space to spend. But I won't spend all of it. But I think there's just enough to bring Chara to the New Jersey Devils. Would he come to the Devils? Depends who's offering. I'm sure he's got offers. Again, these are all pipe dreams. It's all because of Omar Ba decided to post in the Let's Go Devils Facebook group about a Phil Kessel trade, what it would take. Denny writes, we won 3 cups because of D. Oh, absolutely. It's all about the defense. But man, think about the Pine Barren defense. And I mean Pine Barren. If anybody's driven through the Pine Barrens down South Jersey, those trees are tall. Kind of reminds me of the New Jersey Devils blue line right now. With Dougie Hamilton, Ryan Graves, Damon Severson, Ty Smith. Well, actually, Ty Smith and PK. I mean, PK is a pretty big guy, but Kevin Ball. Jaros. You remember him? What last season exposed, even though there were a lot of things that were beyond our control, was the team lacked depth on defense. But the youth movement, it's coming. Devils drafted Luke Hughes. I don't think he stopped growing. Riley Walsh. Some of the others with the Utica Comets. Just a food for thought. Playing a little bit of Devils armchair GM. Just, you know what we like to do here on the Let's Go Devils podcast, the Woo Report? We like to offer a conversation. This is just conversation. It's just talk. Sometimes it's chalk talk. Remember the NFZ? Remember that? The NFZ? Ethan on the YouTube Live says, love all your podcasts. I have been listening to most of them for several years. Thank you so much for the love of the Devils. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you. We are expanding the Let's Go Devils podcast. We are expanding. We're building out. the brand. Now I sound like a CEO right now. We're building out the brand. We want to do new things. It started off as 3 guys at a bar. Suddenly Scotty comes by. Now it's 4 guys at a bar. Then Nick comes by. It's 5 guys at a bar. Suddenly I met a new friend, Vinny Parisi. Now it's like 9 guys at a bar. That's what it's all about. It's about you, the New Jersey Devils fan that supported the team, stuck by the team when there's so many naysayers in the media that will not cover the Devils properly. I'm not expecting them to kiss our butts, although it would be kind of nice, though. Especially when the team starts winning Stanley Cups and we're like, we told you so. There are fans in New Jersey. It just doesn't get covered. Our mission statement, before I go, and this is important, our mission statement, and I'm going to tell you all, and I'm going to repeat it and repeat it over, is to promote what's right about being a Devils fan. Right now, it is so right to be a Devils fan. We suffered so long during this rebuild. Yes, I've been harsh on the ownership. Yes, I play armchair GM. I try to be like Tom Fitzgerald. Right now, I'm going to try to be a Devils PA announcer. When I submit my demo, my 90-second demo, I'm practicing every day. And now, here they are, your New Jersey Devils. Yeah, I'm just pissing off the neighbors, but I don't care because I'm a Devils fan. I do the Woo Report because this is a labor of love. I love you guys. And a fan from Edmonton is commenting, Ethan, on the YouTube Live. We got a fan from Princeton, Betty, in the middle of the day is giving me woos. And everybody says that we don't have fans. That is not true, which is why we do this. Because it's Devils fans against the world. Remember, Devils fans versus everybody, Devils versus everybody. It's so true. And all I'm doing is just to have a conversation during a pandemic. And even after the pandemic, you're the online extension of my Devils fandom. And today, all I want is Chara to be a New Jersey Devil. It may change. My mood may change tomorrow. But that's what makes Devils hockey so awesome, right? That's what makes it so great. Stephen Murdoch said, I've been a long fan since the way back early 1980s Mickey Mouse years and always will. Thank you for your, I don't know what you call it, for your loyalty, your devotion, Stephen Murdoch. Because I'm like you. I remember those days. I remember those days. Betty writes, it's me against the damn Rags. Oh, let me tell you something. I'm not so sure if Betty from Facebook group, I'm not sure if Hardcore Betty hates the Rangers more than she loves the Devils. I'm not sure. Don't know. Gonna have to ask her. But this is why we do it. It's a labor of love. But I want you to stick with us because we've got more coming for season 5 next season, starting in late September. We've got some stuff, and I know that you listen to other podcasts, Devils podcasts, and that's good that you do because you should also, and I would never trash another Devils podcast unless they trash us, naturally, because, it's a Jersey way to just hit back. That's what we do, okay? Don't take it personally. If you're going to hit me, prepare to get punched in the face harder, 10 times harder. But that's the way we roll, right? So I expect you to listen to this podcast, all the podcasts that are out there that are Devil-centric. There are some good ones. There are some that are friends of the podcast. Trey Matthews, Locked On Devils, go on there. He's a pretty cool dude. We've had them on. And also listen to the State of the Fan Address tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Nick Villano and I, pucksandpitchforksblog.com, editor-in-chief, we'll be just talking hockey. Nobody gives you coverage like we do. We don't really give coverage. We just talk all day long about hockey. So I'm practicing my PA voice. And now, here they are, your New Jersey Devils! Devils penalty to number 28, Damon Severson. 2 minutes for high sticking. How do you like that? How do you like that? How about, I've been practicing. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats as Arlette sings the national anthem. And the crowd goes crazy because we love Arlette, who, by the way, is having a party, 50th birthday party on September 24th, somewhere in beautiful New Jersey. I'll be there. I just got to figure out how to get there. Right? I think I'm born to be a Devils PA announcer or a play-by-play guy. I'm not even sure. Because you got to put your heart into it. You got to love what you do. You got to love it. You got to mean it. Remember Devils hockey. Eat it, breathe it, eat it. Or forgot, no, eat it, breathe it. I forgot what it was. You'll let me know. Let's get ready for the PSE&G Power Play. How about that? Tonight's scratches for the visiting team. You ever hear that? All right, that's enough. I'll keep practicing. Hopefully the neighbors don't kill me because I've been using the bullhorn all day long. All right, that's all for now. Dropping this podcast in about 20 minutes. Have a safe commute. Be safe, everybody. Till next time, this is the Woo Report. Let's go Devils. See you tonight at 8:30.